was working in the garage.
Yeah.
When the kids got off on their last day of school, it's like a half day, I guess. They do like a couple days of half days. Okay. And I'm like in the garage, and the first bus that comes, because like they drop kids off at their house now.
Yeah, I mean, haven't they always done that?
Well, not where we lived.
Okay.
I guess we lived places where it was like, it would take too long to do that. But the little one next door, she's like in elementary school. She gets off the bus and she goes, ooh, ooh, and she's like doing all this dancing. And she's like, yeah, summer. And she's like shaking it. And her friend's like walking away. She's like, it's summer. And her friend's like, oh my God, calm down. And then an hour later, the kids on the other side of us, they're both in high school, and they get off the bus, and they are like the Walking Dead. They are like heads down, dragging their feet. They look so beat down, and I'm like, shouldn't you be more excited than anybody? You're in high school, and it's summer. It was like ridiculous.
Oh, so sad.
I was like, I would just be like thrilled. Mom's like, they're probably sad because Nicole's gonna make them do all kinds of stuff and like work.
Do you think they're just like, oh, finally, it's here?
Yeah.
Remember when she made them she was like, anybody want their trash cans cleaned?
Yeah, she got him a summer job of cleaning power washing people's.
I know, but doesn't that sound like awful?
No, you're fine.
It's a trash can though. It's dirty.
Work ethic.
No, I love the work ethic part. I love the making money part. I love the ingenuity part.
They made bank because people were obsessed, and then they didn't do it the next year. People were like,
nobody wants to clean their own trash can.
They would be doing it, and people would stop by on their car as they're driving out of the neighborhood and be like, "Can I get on your list? I know you're booked, but can you squeeze me in?" Because people were like so hooked on it, and they're not doing it anymore. And then somebody came around the neighborhood advertising that they do that. And everyone's like, oh, well, we use one of the neighbor kids. Like, and so the poor person, like, couldn't get anybody to participate. Oh. I think I need to do that because they're not doing it anymore. I'm like, I need some summer cash.
Oh. This might be the longest you've gone into a post-pod without saying what people are
you're
listening.
right. We totally forgot.
This is Kiki.
This is Jessie.
And this is Two Girls, One Haircut.
Behind the pod.
Welcome. We're still talking about summer.
And apparently, this is funny because on the intro and this one, we
went long.
Yeah, we went long and kind of forgot to introduce ourselves.
We're like that podcast where you got so mad that they were like 20 minutes in. And
no, it was like 40 minutes in. I was like, oh, I guess they're just not doing it. And then they randomly were like singing, and they were like, good children.
It's the Good Children podcast, which I love, and she's a little hater on.
And I was like, what just happened here?
I love that podcast.
I love them because they're like us.
They're the gay version of us.
Yeah, they are the gay version of us, but I was also just like randomly, they just like sang like Good Children, and I was like, is this the intro? Like, we're 45 minutes in. What's happening right now?
The only one you ever listened to, and it was like 40 minutes in where they did that, because I was listening this morning and it was like 2 minutes in and they did it. I think it's like, it was just like they were on vacation and it was like a random thing, and then they're like, oh, we haven't introduced ourselves. So inflatable pools, good or bad? White trash? What do you think? Because there's like this Sam Club viral inflatable pool everywhere, and it's got like a bench and it's like pink and it's like so big. And
I mean, yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I looked it up and they're like, you got to change the water out like after 2 days.
2 days?
Unless you're going to treat it.
Oh.
Like, you either have to treat it or you got to like dump it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, in theory, it sounds so great.
Yeah, but dumping that much water is also like
awful.
It's a thing.
It's like a whole thing.
It's a big thing. So and it will take a lot more to fill it than you think it will.
Yes, it will. So then I'm like, it's one thing, I think, if you're having people over, you're doing it for like an afternoon, but then that's a lot of work for that.
Yeah.
I know. They're like, if you don't treat the water, you can't keep it in there.
I think it was last year, one of our neighbors had a party and had like this, they did like an above ground pool and like out on their yard, and only kept it up for like a day or two, but it killed the grass.
I was going to say, it'll kill the grass.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. See, in our backyard, it's fine.
And there were so many people in it. I think when I came home, I was like, there were all these people and they were like, it was like standing, like they could stand in it, and it was like up to like their shoulders or whatever. But I was like, there's a lot of people in that pool.
So many
people. It's like a really crowded bath.
Ew. Gross.
Well, and then it's like, it's hot out and it's not that like deep, so like doesn't it start like feeling like lukewarm bath water?
Yeah. That's so gross. It's like people soup. It's disgusting. Ugh. All right.
Goodness.
All right, are you ready? Smash or pass?
Yes.
Fashion edition. Butterfly clips.
It doesn't mean you have to do it now. I see your face. No, this is like when when
When
they
it was
were
a thing.
around,
Okay.
were you like...
Smash. I was total Smash.
Me too. I loved
Oh
butterfly
my God,
clips.
I had so
them.
many.
Yeah, and you put them in your hair and you put them like everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then,
You just have like 20 in your hair. They're
Used
not
to
actually doing anything.
You used to do the thing where you like twist your
my
hair and like pull it
God.
back and then you would clip it. Yeah.
Because at first I was talking about now and I was like, I ain't going to wear one of those.
No, none of
that
this
was
stuff would be now.
Okay, that was a Smash. Yeah.
Okay.
Jelly sandals.
Total Smash.
I don't know. I don't really ever think I loved jellies. I'm going to say pass.
I was gonna say you did not love them the way I did.
Yeah, you wore them and I didn't really wear them.
I was obsessed. I told you I would still, if they had the old school type of jellies now, I would still wear them.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that.
Body glitter.
Oh, Smash. I had like things that was like a little powder puff thing, and it had body glitter that you just like puffed onto your body.
I know.
Oh, do you remember the kind that you would put like
it was almost like a gel?
Yes, and you put it like on your eyes.
eyes.
Oh God, I could go for a good glitter.
Yeah, I'd smash some body glitter.
I would just all about
100%.
Frosted lip gloss.
Hard pass.
Oh, really?
Yes, hard pass. It's
smashed.
never been a thing for me.
I love that. I love a frosted lip
I
gloss.
love a lip smacker, right? Like I love.
You like a glossy though?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think I was always more like the juicy tubes. Do you know what I'm
Juicy
talking about? Like the
tubes.
one with like the gloss and like the sheen, but
sheen.
never the frosted.
And it had a little sparkle. but
Yeah.
I love a frosted though.
Yeah.
I'm like a hushed shade of pink. Like I'm all
that
about
was
it.
never my thing.
I love it.
Chokers.
Oh no, pass.
Pass.
Ooh, I
Pass.
feel like I'm Jean choked. I can't do
know.
it. I couldn't even do it for the 90s party.
I know. I wore one for the 90s party, but I never wore one in real life.
Yeah, we went
in
to
the 90s.
If you haven't listened, we went to a 90s themed birthday party, and you got us chokers, and
Yep.
I put it on and
you were
immediately
like,
took it off.
"No
I was
way."
like, I feel like I'm choking and dying. I can't do it.
And it was such a vibe. I wore it and I loved it.
It looked-
in the
it was
sense
a
of like
vibe. It
my
looked good.
outfit was great, but
It's like the one thing I was kind of sad that's coming back is people are doing chokers again, and I'm like, ew.
I don't know.
like
I
it.
really don't even like necklaces that are like super
Tight.
short and tight.
I know, I
Yeah.
don't either. I have this weird thing. Like, I can't even wear like a turtleneck that like puts pressure. It has to be
Yeah.
like a mandarin
yeah, that's what I was
wide
gonna say.
collar
Or
because
I
if
like
it puts any
the,
pressure, I feel like I can't breathe.
What are the J. Crew ones where it's
The
like the
roll
roll
neck?
neck,
Oh, I can
where
do
it's
that.
kind of like loose and like I've got one on right now where it's like the mock
that's
and
loose.
it's
It's yeah.
loose. It's not tight and fitted.
Yeah, no.
Bucket hats.
Oh, smash.
Hard pass for me.
I had a denim bucket hat that had a
know.
flower on the front.
I know. It was so like Clarissa Explains It All.
I was obsessed.
I have never, ever been a fan of bucket hats, and I
Young-
honestly kind of hate the fact that they're coming back
Young
because I'm like,
Kiki.
there's just some things that should never come back.
Young Kiki loved it. She wore it all the time with her long blonde hair.
Binky loves
They never
a
went
bucket
away.
hat.
Yes, they never
Binky
went away.
loves a bucket hat. He like just got a new one.
Really?
I'm not even
I
kidding.
didn't know Binky liked bucket hats.
And we got a new one at the bowling alley.
yeah.
Oh, and
It's like-
do you know why he got a new one? Because I yelled at him because his old one was too small for his head. I was like, if you want to wear one, you have to get one that fits your head.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wear the one we got for free at the beach because it's all like, it can get wet. It's like the
Yeah.
material that can get wet.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to wear that when we go to the beach.
My old one is 30 years old, by the way.
I know.
Just for the record.
Gosh, Jess, why are you making him get rid of
That's
it?
how she is.
It doesn't. He can
You're
keep
so
it. It's just his
controlling.
head is too big. It doesn't fit.
Maybe he likes it that way.
Well, nobody else likes it that way.
Velour tracksuits.
Oh, smash, smash! And if it's as juicy on your ass, it's even better.
That feels more 2000s though. Isn't it?
I know it is, but
No, I actually had this.
it was more like the swishy ones. Do you remember that?
Yeah, when we lived in Texas. Well, we lived there for like 4 years, but I was like elementary school, and I had this. It was not velour; it was a terry cloth,
Oh yeah,
and it was a matching shorts,
Yeah.
and like a zip up
Yep.
short sleeve, and it was white. And I would go swimming all day, and then I would take a shower
that
and I
on.
put that on, and it was the best thing. And there is something in like the Talbot's catalog or one of them, and it is like a grown up version of it. And I saw it, and I looked at Mom, and I was like, I think I need this in my life to live my best 90s summer because it is so like the grown up version.
Do you feel like
Of what I wore.
The Disney shorts and stuff that I got you
Yes, that's, like,
recently
makes me think
is
of something like
yeah,
that.
like it's almost like a version of that now.
Love it all day.
tiny backpacks.
Oh, I was obsessed with tiny backpacks.
No, I couldn't stand them.
Oh, I loved it.
I did not like the trend. I've always loved a big bag.
You would have been so cute in a tiny backpack, though, because you were so petite, and I was like a chonker, and I looked dumb wearing it. I looked like a behemoth wearing a tiny backpack. It didn't work.
I think I just always felt like, where's the rest of it?
You're like, it's so tiny.
Where's the rest? I don't love it.
Oh my God.
What are you carrying in those?
It's like a purse.
Lipstick?
It's,
You're like chapstick and that's it.
I would say cell phone, but no. You have like your chapstick
keys,
and your keys.
a couple
and
bucks, your glasses,
your little wallet, your little zip wallet.
Yeah.
That's
Your
it.
bathing suit if you're in Florida.
If you're in Florida, but
yeah, half suit will travel.
yeah, you like literally keep one in your trunk
car.
or your back seat at
Yeah.
all times because you never know
No,
when
when you're gonna like get in a
swimming.
pool. Yeah.
God, another reason you know you're so Florida.
I know.
Ugh.
Because you know that's the rule.
Layered tank tops.
Oh, I was totally into layered tank tops.
Yeah, I would smash that.
Smash that, yeah.
I might even do it now.
I was gonna say even probably for an inappropriately long amount of time. I think I was
longer than you should have.
Yeah, like
me
way
too.
longer than I should have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Overalls with one strap undone.
Oh my God, I would do that today. I would 100% do that today.
I never did the like one strap. I was obsessed with overalls.
I would do the one strap.
I wore them so much, but I always just like normal straps because
Yeah.
they're so comfortable and they're so free.
I just
and
love how like big and like
You like
the short ones though too, or like long.
I'm thinking I'm shorts.
Okay.
It's a short.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. And also like when I was younger and I was chunky, I kind of always had a tummy and I like hid my tummy. You know, but then I had thin legs, so like it worked for me, like for my body.
Yeah.
It worked really well.
This is the final fashion edition. Smash or pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Crimpled hair.
Yes.
I'm sorry, crimped hair.
Crimped hair. 100%.
Hard smash. Would still probably do it today.
Yes. Oh my God.
Do they still make crimps? Like
I
hair
think they
crimps?
still do make hair crimpers, and I did it probably longer than I should have. I was so into it.
I love it too.
It's just so fun to do. Oh my God, love it.
Love it.
It's
love
like
it.
the complete
love it.
opposite of flat ironing your hair.
So true.
So, one of the things I'm worried about this summer
Okay.
is like traveling and getting some sort of a disease.
Like what?
Hanta. Ebola.
Oh my God.
COVID. I never had COVID. Don't want to get it. Like, I'm like all for the travel, but then I'm like all I think is classic 90s movie, Outbreak.
Oh.
Obsessed. We listened to the Outbreak book on the way to the beach when we were like...
No, we listened to Hot Zone by
Hot
Richard
Zone.
Preston.
Hot Zone, which the Outbreak movie was based off of.
Yes.
And we listened to it. We're like, I'm in elementary school. We were going down to the beach to...
Destin?
No.
Seaside.
Seaside.
Which is by Destin.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like the seaside community. It was like a
Yes.
very specific... It's where they filmed The Truman Show.
Yes.
But this is before they filmed The Truman Show. So it was before it blew
This
up.
was Seaside before Seaside was Seaside.
It was so pretty and cute. But
Quaint and quiet.
Mom and Dad would always do like audiobooks. I think like we listened to like Jurassic Park or Meg.
Oh, yeah.
We did that.
Meg.
And then they had us listen to Hot Zone. And looking back, I'm like, that's so out of character for Mom because they talk about bleeding out of their eyes.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
not
think
a very kid book.
I think that's what got you hooked.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's their fault.
It's their fault that you're obsessed with like
diseases. Yeah. I mean, they introduced it like to me at a very like formative age.
I'm upset that like more people weren't worried about the hantavirus. They're like it's totally fine, but it's the one strain that can go from person to person.
It's not
Oopsie.
Well,
And then they're like, oh, it's not a really big deal, but we're going to let all these people off, and we're not going to know what they quarantine because we know we can't trust people.
they're quarantining them right now. I mean,
Well, that one guy started complaining because he was like, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in jail.
yeah, and they're like, shut up and sit down. It'll be fine.
I'm like, it's bigger than your New York apartment. Calm down. Calm down. Seriously?
You're getting like a 40-day vacation in like an icebox. It's fine.
I'm like,
You'll love it.
It's nice. It has all the things you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Would you
now-
want to be quarantined in there for like 40 days?
I would totally accept it.
If you had enough books, maybe.
I would be
Honestly, I'd be like, leave me alone. I'd get all the sleep.
I mean,
I would just probably sleep 24/7.
I-
They'd be like,
you
"Oh
would-
my God, she's dying," and they're like, "Oh no, this is just her. She really likes to sleep
my
a lot."
gosh, she sleeps so much. I mean, they give you like a bike in there. You get like a Peloton or something. I'm like, I could do it.
I mean, they're giving you like 3 square meals a day.
I would come out being the best version of myself.
You probably would. I
They-
think I'd be
oh my
so.
God.
I'd be so freaking rested. I'd be like, I just need one of these every other month
If I could have
for a month.
books if I could listen to the podcasts, if I could podcast from it.
Oh my gosh. If you could podcast from it, we would never leave.
We'd never
would
leave.
just be like, we're there.
I'd be like, I think I still feel sick.
You know,
They're
that's
like, ma'am,
called
it's been
prison, right?
It's been 2 months, and I'm like, I don't know. I think I still have it.
You remember when they're like did you ever see that thing where it's like this house in the middle of like nowhere in like Sweden or something like that, and they're like, if you can stay in this remote house,
I told you that wasn't
for
real.
like, how do you know it wasn't real?
Because more people would do it and be getting money. Anyways, it was a thing that said if you could stay here for like, what was it, a year?
Oh, I don't
6
even
months?
know. It was,
You had to stay there for an extended amount of time without Wi-Fi or anything, and not leave, and you'd get like $1 million or something.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was like amazing.
But they were
I could do
saying
it.
like most people couldn't do more than like a week or so. That they just started going stir crazy.
I'd be fine.
I think I'd be fine too.
I could totally do it. And now I'm worried about Ebola.
Why?
I don't know, because it's back. It never went.
First off, it never went anywhere.
Oh, okay. Did it ever go away? I don't think it did. I'm freaked out.
It goes away in the
I
sense
need you to
of.
tell me about it because I'm kind of freaked out.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Like, I don't know. Well, they're like, they're saying all these people are dying now
Okay.
in
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah. So okay. I mean it. Okay. So there is an outbreak of Ebola.
Okay.
The last time they had a major outbreak was 2014. If you want to read an incredible book on it, the same guy who wrote The Hot Zone, Richard Preston, wrote a book called Crisis in the Red Zone.
But it's like
was,
a true book, not a fictional.
Hot Zone is not a fictional book.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's about Ebola Reston, which was found in Reston, Virginia. That is a version.
I thought it was a
that,
fictionalized version.
No.
of it. Oh.
It's a version that only impacts animals. So it hasn't crossed. It's not zoonotic in the sense of like starting with animals and crossing to humans. It's just only impacts monkeys. But the thing is, there's many different strains of Ebola, and you never know what you're going to get until you're getting it. So, or in the middle of it. Ebola Zaire is the one everybody traditionally thinks of, right? So the one right now in the DRC is Butabago, and it is not, I mean, it is Ebola in the sense of like you're bleeding from all your orifices and that sort of thing, but it's a different strain than the Zaire strain.
I'm going to ask a dumb question.
Sure.
I'm going to sound so stupid. What is it exactly about it that kills you? The bleeding? The losing fluids? Like, is it
So basically you're
dehydrate yourself to
Yeah,
death?
your
And they can't
insides
hydrate?
liquefy.
So you're actually liquefying inside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're
okay.
liquefying, and then everything is coming out every possible orifice. So
Okay.
eyes, nose, mouth, butt,
Got
other
it.
areas.
Okay.
And then basically you die because of like dehydration and loss of fluids and electrolytes.
But also
and
'cause you
potassium
liquefy
imbalance.
inside, right?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Yep. You bleed out from
It
everywhere.
spreads easily?
So I think if you are in Africa and you're caring for your loved ones and you're doing traditional ways of burying people, then yes, it can spread easily. But if it's you and me here in America, no, we don't need to worry about it.
Because I'm like, ew, I ain't touching you.
I know. So, I mean, you have to understand a couple different things. One is obviously culturally things are a lot different there, right? One is like the education of like how this is spread isn't, as prolific, and it's not as easily accessible, and awareness about it as it is here, right? And so it's like anything. It spreads from contact with fluids. So saliva, blood, semen, urine. They've actually seen it where someone has like had Ebola and then recovered from it and then passed it on to someone because they had sex with them.
Ew.
Like, so it was still a high enough viral load in their semen in
my
order
God, that's
to
so
get
gross.
to infect somebody else.
Ew.
I think that's just interesting.
Disgusting.
So they say it actually, like with that, like in some instances you can be like infected or ability to infect other people for like up to a year.
Gross.
But so here's the thing. You have people who are coming down with it, then their loved ones are taking care of them. And Ebola becomes tricky because in its late stages you are hemorrhaging from all these orifices. And when people are taking care of them, they're not wearing PPE, so they're not wearing gloves, they're not wearing gowns, they're not having face shields and masks and stuff. And so as their bodies are like basically liquefying themselves, the people who are caring for them are easily exposed. And that's why most people who are like medical workers in the field can be at high risk, because when the viral load is the highest is when they're discharging these fluids, and it's when you're most at risk. But the other thing is that in a lot of those cultures, when someone passes, they will bathe the body and then wrap it and care for it. There's a lot of touching when the viral load is at its highest. And so, again, you are exposing yourself. You have a cut on your finger. You
touch your face,
you
your
touch
eye
something, you touch your eye. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many ways you can cross-contaminate and not even think about it. And so when they're trying to contain the virus, one of the hardest things is like fighting these like cultural norms for them, right? Like don't touch your loved one, don't care for your loved one, like bring them here to this facility. But all they think is like, I bring them here to this facility, they go in, they don't come out. So then people don't tell people that they're sick, and then they stay home and take care of each other, and then again it spreads and it gets worse. Or they're not disposing of the bodies properly, because what they'll do like now is like double bag them and stuff like that. And they have people who like only handle the bodies and bury them properly and make sure that it doesn't seep into groundwater and other things like that.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, the thing is, the other thing you have to think about is like DRC is a very conflicted, like, it's a hot zone in the sense of like with conflict.
Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay.
Yep. And so there's a lot of conflict going on there. And in 2025, I say we, as in the government, eliminated USAID. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When they cut all the funding.
Yep,
USAID. And so most of our support systems and surveillance systems and public health infrastructure was all funded through USAID. And so those have gone away. So a couple things have happened here. One is that it occurred in an area that is very transient. So it's a mining area. There's a lot of people who travel from all over to work in that area.
Yeah.
So they come from long distances, right?
Yeah.
So when they leave, they're already
taking it somewhere.
They're already taking it a lot further. There's a confluence of 3 different countries right around there, right? So Uganda's right around there, DRC. And so you've got different governments with different ways of handling things and different populations, right? And then you've got DRC, which is a conflict zone, which means not easy to get in and not easy to get out. And already like unstable politically, right? And then you add the fact that USAID has been completely eliminated. All these systems and checks that we already had in place have been defunded. And so instead
getting new people in to help is like
getting new people
difficult?
in is already a challenge, right? Because you don't have the infrastructure that you had, a year and a half, year ago.
Yeah.
And then they do these things like travel bans because people get scared, and then they're like, we don't want anybody coming from there and we don't want anybody going in there. But what they don't think about is when you do travel bans, it doesn't mean people don't move. You've just redistributed the problem. It's not like people aren't going to fly. They're just not going to fly out of there. So now they're going to go to different countries with access to travel and fly from there. So you're just moving the problem around.
Yeah.
And then the other problem is now people can't get in. So now when we're trying to provide aid and resources, you have a travel ban, we can't get people in to support you and help you. So for the normal American living here, you don't really need to worry about Ebola. And the fact that WHO has elevated it to like something of concern, it is concerning, but
not necessarily
the typical
for us.
American it does not need to be worried about it. But what you need to be worried about it is that there are hundreds of thousands of people that are living in that area without access to care. But this formal declaration from WHO really like is put in place because it allows like public health entities to work across multiple countries to be able to coordinate a response. So there is a vaccine for Ebola.
Okay.
Ebola Zaire. And it's incredible. They talk about it all in that book, The Crisis in the Red Zone. If you really want to know about it, it's really, really cool. But one of the things that you have to keep in mind is whenever there is a vaccine that's created, first and foremost in healthcare, it's like do no harm, right? So you think about it. We're not going to infect someone with Ebola.
Yeah.
And then given the vaccine
to see if it works.
Yeah. And be like, oh, does this help? You know, that's not what we do. So you have to wait until a situation is bad enough to where giving the vaccine hopefully would help them and not kill them.
Yeah.
Right. Then there's this other thing in public health called informed consent, which is the idea that we are not going to offer anything to you or do anything to you that you are not completely aware of and able to make an informed decision on. Right.
Yeah.
So same thing with like clinical trials. Like you go into it knowing like these are the possibilities. Like this is what could happen to you. You are making an informed decision. And so the thing is, most random people on the ground there would not be able to provide informed consent to a situation like that because they don't have enough education, background, and knowledge in order to make an informed decision.
It's kind of why, like on Contagion, she gives herself
100%
the cure because she wants to see if it's going to hurt her. She's like, this is it, and we need to be able to go ahead and know if it's going to work. So 100%. She gives it to herself.
100%. And that is where like the Ebola Zaire treatment protocol that they created was created several years before the Ebola outbreak, but wasn't tried until the actual 2014 outbreak, until it got really bad. And even then there's this one doctor who was in Sierra Leone named Dr. Khan, and he actually passed away from Ebola while they were debating on whether to even offer him the treatment. Like, would this vaccine treat him? Would it help? And there was so much like political, ethical, moral discussions about it that he basically ended up dying and never even got offered it. But that's also where medical workers are some of the only people that can really give informed consent, because they're really some of the only people that can understand the true implications of what's happening. And a lot of folks who are medical workers that have come down with Ebola are like, give it to me, I'll try it, because dying from that would be better than dying from Ebola, because dying from Ebola can be very painful. So they'd rather
the other way.
They'd rather risk trying something than just dying straight out. And so they don't know if this other vaccine that's been developed will work on this new strain, but also you have to get into a position where someone's almost desperate enough to try it.
Yeah.
And can give informed consent.
I think I need to go watch Outbreak. And then Contagion. No, I don't think that'll make me feel better.
I mean, I get it. These things are very scary, and I mean, it is disconcerting and it is newsworthy, but again, for the typical American here living in our country, the hantavirus and the Ebola virus are scary and bad, but most people, like 99.9% people, are not at risk.
All right, fine.
I'll tell you when you need to be scared.
Okay. You heard it here. She'll tell us, because I'm like...
I really will. Do you remember when I came back from Birmingham, and this was in 2020? It was in February of 2020, and I was like, we sat down, and I was like, we need to sit down as a family and talk about this.
Yes. And we had a family meeting.
And we went out and got stuff before people had talked about masks and everything like that. We had stuff, and I was like,
this is before you were even in school for it.
I know, but I sat us all down, and I was like, we got to talk about this. This is a problem.
You were like, we need to stock up on toilet paper.
I was like, it's about to get bad, and we need to be prepared for it. And we were.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So I'll tell you when you need to get worried.
Okay.
That's not right now.
Total tangent, but
we need to be sad for everybody else.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's so sad. But
toilet paper made me think. We have, we use Who Gives a Crap. It's not sponsored. That's who we use. Like, we get our toilet paper from this delivered from this company, a big box, and they wrap every roll individually because it's not in like a 6-pack bag kind of thing. And they do like seasonal wrap, and they just came out with a summer one, so they're all wrapped for summer. It's so cute.
Do they have like different like patterns and colors?
Yeah, it's like different patterns, and it's like bright summery colors, and Mom ordered it, and I'm like so excited because they do like for Christmas and for Halloween they had them and stuff. Yeah, it's like bamboo toilet paper. I think it's like more sustainable. Yeah. It's better for the environment. But
Do you feel better though about?
yes, I do. I actually do, because I told you the other day I was freaked out.
You did tell me you were freaked out, and I was like, no, we're
it was
okay.
a lot at once because of the hantavirus stuff, and they're like, it's really not a big deal, but this is the one strain that people can get, and I'm like, what the hell? And then they're like, oh, and Ebola's breaking out, and I was like, oh no, I have like PTSD from COVID, so I already don't leave my house. I don't need another reason not to leave my house. Like, I'm trying to have a 90s girl summer here. I need it to be like contained.
Yes, true story. You're okay.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Oh my God, just let me know when I need to worry.
I will.
When it starts talking up on.
If you need to worry about a lot of stuff, this is not it.
Oh my God, and for people going on a cruise, the norovirus.
Oh, yes.
You have to wash your hands with soap and water. And
yeah, most people don't know that. So alcohol-based like sanitizers won't.
It doesn't do anything.
Won't get rid of the norovirus. So you actually have to use like hot water, soap and water,
and like now
washing your hands and scrubbing.
They have actually like hand washing stations outside of the eating areas. Yep. But like you gotta yeah.
And the other thing you need to know too, and this is for anybody who gets norovirus. So if you're like, I don't know what norovirus is, it's usually when you get poo-poos from the pancakes.
It happens on the cruise ships.
And you're throwing up at the same time, so it's going out both ends. But one of the things that people don't know is that usually you are symptomatic and can shed viral load for up to 2 days after you recovered. So
so
a lot of people,
because like the people who work there get it, they go back to work,
they feel better. They're like, better. Okay, I'm over it. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So here's one thing: don't ask for ice. Don't get ice unless it dispenses out of the machine. Don't get ice from where you have to like stick your hand. Yep, or stick your hand in like with the scoop and stuff.
Oh my God, travel safety tips so you don't die of something. I
never will use an ice machine
where you have to
like hand scoop because it's too easy for cross contamination.
It makes me like not want to go on a cruise ever, because between that and like every time last time I was on a cruise, I got so sick. I had like the worst.
You got like an upper respiratory.
Oh, the
infection.
worst upper respiratory. People were hacking up all over the place, and I was like, oh my God. It was awful.
I mean, they're basically floating petri dishes, and it makes sense too, because like the reason people get so many upper respiratory infections in the winter is because people are indoors together, right?
Yeah.
So on a boat, think about it, people are indoors together.
Yeah,
that's why
indoors.
It's so much easier to spread.
Oh,
I know.
God.
And a lot of places, even like planes and stuff, have like really high like filtration, like
to help
high grade filtration systems
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but not everywhere does. So
Ew. I think what we've learned is don't go on a cruise ship, especially a Carnival.
I think what we learned is wash your hands.
Wash your hands and don't touch. I was screwed during
filthy
COVID.
animal.
They're like don't touch your face, and I'm like, all I did is touch my face.
That's me too. I was like, I can't leave my house because all I do is touch my face.
I'm like that bunny on Bambi that just like rubs its face. That's me.
You're like, don't do it, and I'm like, oh, we're screwed.
I'm like, oh no. They're like, if you've ever touched your face, you're gonna die, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead.
I'm like, I want to touch my face. I want to touch your face. I want to touch everybody's.
I touch everybody's. On that note,
this is Jessie.
This is Kiki,
and this is Two Girls, One Haircut.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, this is Jessie. Real quick, before you go, if you aren't doing this already, please don't forget to follow us, rate us, and leave us a review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. But 5 stars only, because really, who needs that kind of negativity in their life? And if you've made it this far, you're basically family. So let's act like it and share the episode. Okay, bye.